Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. One aspect of watch ownership we tend to forget about is that these are mechanical things running on oil and that they will require service once in a while. So I brought my Longines Legend Diver, the first version without the date, the one that really kickstarted the whole vintage reissue trend. I brought it for service to the Swatch group, to the Longines service center here in Hong Kong. The watch was running impeccably well, actually a very accurate, near zero. I had put it on the time grapher before on some videos. I just had an issue with the winding of the crown that was very grimy, and most importantly, when I would screw it back in, the whole watch would wobble, which is usually an indication that it's high time to do a service. I had never serviced it. I bought the watch second hand about 4 or 5 years ago in Japan. It's one of the first watches I got, and I'm very happy about that purchase. It's beautiful with that box sapphire, all polished. Wonderful watch. I thought about selling it before, and then I realized I could never replace it, and it's very special. I think it's an important watch, and if you're gonna have just one Longines, it's one of the nicest ones to have. And compared to the vintage one, they've added a lot of modern tech into it. So it's 300 meters of water resistance. Everything else is very much like the old one. It has a bit of patina, but I think the look is there. Wonderful watch, beautiful watch. And I wanted to have it serviced within the Longines group, within the Swatch group. It's a bit like those classic cars, you know. If you have the full service, the full maintenance record of a Ferrari from Ferrari, it's always more valuable if you ever wanted to sell your car. And I think it's the same for a watch. Obviously, it's not a very expensive watch, but nevertheless, I think it deserves that respect. So I brought it to the Longines Center. A couple of days later, I got an estimate. I told them what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a full service, including changing the gaskets to make sure the water resistance is there. I asked for a new strap, just the same as the original. I had lost a minder on mine, and it was a bit worse for wear. And I asked not to polish the watch because it's in very good condition, so I didn't want to lose any of the original lines and metal. And it has some, nice little curves here. I didn't want to lose any of it. It's still in very good condition, so I prefer to have it unpolished, and they respected my wish. So I went ahead with the repairs, signed the estimate, and 2 weeks later I got an email to come pick up my watch. Got it in a nice pouch. This is the one you get from Longines, sort of a fabric kind of pouch. The one from Omega is more leathery, but the same format. And the watch is a real pleasure now. So it really adds back some pleasure to your watches. Maybe some watches you had a bit dismissed because the crown in particular was annoying you, and here it's very smooth to unscrew, very smooth as an ETA can get, smooth to wind, and screwing back in is immediate and smooth, no issue, no more wobble. So this is really great. So what they've done, you can see the list here. I think they changed the crown and the hands to have the full luminescence back with the Super Luminova. We only have lume on the two hands and on the triangle there. I don't think you'll see it on the video. It's not the most lumed watch in the world. Also, you have lume all around there on the little pips. It's not the most potent lume, but it is just enough. And you see they changed the gasket tube of the crowns. I believe they even changed the crowns themselves, stainless steel crowns. So total price is just under $300 US. You could say, well, you could have gone for cheaper to any watchmaker to service an ETA, but as I said, I wanted to stay within the group, and I think the watch deserved it after so many years. It came out 10 years ago. I got it 4 or 5 years ago. I owed it to the watch. I don't think it's worth saving $100. At least here I know that I have the factory warranty and everything. Now the one thing is that this watch was running very close to zero, very steady on the winder, and I just put it on the steady on the time grapher, sorry, and I've just put it on the time grapher, and it's still steady, but with good amplitude. It looks like they've adjusted it a bit faster than it was, so I'll have to see. It's first you got to let the watch run for a few days. It's not immediate. Just let it run for a few days. Let it settle down. Maybe it will settle down closer to zero. Right now, I see it quite a bit faster. Maybe 4 plus 4 plus 6, depending on the position, and I think more than 10 seconds plus when it is flat, which is always a position that adds that speeds up the watch. We'll see. But anyway, hopefully I remind you of servicing your watch, remind you of the cost, before you buy a watch. That service will have to happen. It creeps up on you when you buy a used watch as well. You have to factor that in. And if you buy a used watch from a dealer who gives you a warranty, factor in that he's not going to bring it to the original manufacturer for service. Most of the time he's going to use independent watchmaker. But yeah, hope to inspire you to take care of your watches, and that you will find a renewed pleasure when you get a watch nice and fresh with the new gaskets. You can use it, and the crown is more pleasant to use. It's important if you have a big rotation and you have to wind many watches. It's nice to have a smooth feeling when you do so. I hope this video was useful to you. Any questions, let me know. This is the Longines Legend Diver, back from service. Thank you, Swatch Group and Longines. Nice pouch. Signing out. Bye bye, guys.